So the DayZ devs just finished a live stream where they played update 120 and talked about some of the fixes and features that are coming with it, and they give us some information as to when it will be releasing and stuff like that. If you enjoy these update videos or any other videos that I create, consider dropping a like and subscribing to the channel. It really does help. So I'll get straight into the important news. So the first thing that is happening is update 120 is releasing to experimental update tomorrow. So if you're seeing this video when it first goes up, it is releasing the 19th of January and it will be on experimental for about a month. This will go to PC and Xbox, and of course PlayStation sadly doesn't have experimental, so you will have to wait until stable version. I will also be streaming this and making my normal update video on this tomorrow to check out everything there. So if you want to check that out, be sure to come back tomorrow to find out more with that video. They did also do some changes. This update is mainly one where changes and fixes is the main priority. First off, they are not adding any new weapons with this update whatsoever. This is just the way they're doing it, and they're focusing more on cosmetic stuff and fixes and changes like I've said before. So we'll go into some of them now. They have reworked the weight system, so they've changed the values of what different items weigh. The more heavier stuff you carry, this will affect the way your character now moves, so you won't be able to move as fast if you're weighed down with a lot of stuff. They've also brought back that your clothing will get wet, and the more wet your clothing becomes, the heavier it will also become, and this will again affect the way your character moves, especially when running or zigzagging, stuff like that. You will also be able to turn on and off these settings via server side, so if you're on a community server and you don't like the way the new system works, you can turn it off if that's what you prefer. They did also say that Cherno will be getting some new changes throughout the year. They did obviously tease about the Northwest Airfield, but they didn't go into any other details than that. They have changed the way the third-person camera now works, so third-person peeking over walls and stuff like that has been changed. It still can happen, it's not 100% perfect, but it has been nerfed quite a lot. They did also change how your items interact when they're in your hands. So now if you hold like a car door in your hands, or technically like a metal sheet or something like that, there is a possibility that it will become bulletproof and actually save your life. So that's something good to keep out for. Also, if you are in a gunfight while holding your gun, if a player shoots your gun and shoots it enough, it could ruin your weapon, so be careful of that as well. They have continued working on the vehicles. They have changed a lot of desync stuff that was happening with it. There was quite a few issues with the gearbox that it would just desync, and sometimes you put it in reverse and you would drive forward. It was very, very odd. They have also changed the damage system to vehicles, so now I think they absorb a lot more damage, and this also impacts the characters inside the vehicles, so hopefully if you crash you won't instantly die if you hit something small, which is a big change. They did also say that they will be working more with vehicles throughout the year. This is not the final fixing of vehicles, and they're continuing to make them as best as they can. They've also changed how you focus while running. So if you run, before you were able to focus in really far and pretty much be able to see anything at quite a distance. They have changed this now so you don't focus in as much anymore, and if you want to focus in really far, you will have to stop running, focus, and then run again. They've also messed around with ping, so hopefully now if you're on a high ping server, you won't instantly get kicked for having a high ping. It will do some calculations in the background and try and keep you on the server as best as possible. But if you are having connection issues, they have brought the old connection signs back. Any old school DayZ players will remember the kind of chain break that they had. They were yellow and red ones. Those icons are coming back to tell you when you are disconnecting from a server, which will help a lot when it comes to knowing if you're lagging out or if the server's lagging out. They have also done some stuff to bird audio. They have increased how much it happens. They haven't added in actual birds that are flying around. They've just added in the audio. Gives a bit more ambient in the areas that you're in. Otherwise than that, that was kind of it. There wasn't a lot of stuff that they talked about in the live stream. This is more than likely due to the update actually coming out tomorrow, and they didn't want to give away everything in the live stream and then have tomorrow have like no surprises in it. But that's pretty much it. It is a massive focus on stability changes, fixes, that type of stuff. So there isn't much content. They are adding in a lot more masks and cosmetic stuff, which we'll find out about tomorrow. But in terms of weapons, there is no new weapons in this update. So that's going to be an interesting one to see how that works. Once again, I will be making my usual update video for this tomorrow as soon as the update comes out, and I will be live streaming tomorrow as well. And hopefully we will adventure in 120 and see what we can find, see if we can test out some of these bugs and see if they're fixed, and hopefully try and find all the new cosmetic items. But yeah, that was pretty much everything mentioned in the live stream. Let me know if you have any thoughts or opinions on this stuff in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear your opinions as per usual. And until then, I shall catch you guys tomorrow. So peace out for now.